You saw the thumbnail, you know what this is, but I thought about doing this for a while now. I wanted my audio to be better, so I have this is an H1N and I have an H4. So I use those to do audio, and then I just sync it with Adobe Premiere. It's very, very simple. But I thought wireless mics are pretty nice, but the packs are kind of big, and then you have to have that big thing on top of your camera. But I saw this and I thought the price range for what it is pretty nice, and it seems to be a product that works really well. I also have a Rode mic, the one that sits on top, a large one. It works really well, but it is large, so you have this large thing on top of your camera. It's conspicuous, and that's not, for the most part, that's not how I want to work. I do use it, but just not for everything. The big thing about this is the size. So I saw that, and I saw the size, and I saw that it charges really easily. So this is the Wireless Go Rode microphone. So Rode makes good stuff. I have Rode stuff. I haven't really ever had too much of an issue with it. So I wanted to get this and start using it right away. I'm going to have a lot of different applications for it, and it'll take one step out. I don't have to take two cards, one with the audio, one with the video, and sync them. Not that hard. I still probably will do that from time to time, but this works with my Sony A7 III, and if I get an adapter, I'm shooting this on the DJI Pocket Osmo Pocket, and I can buy an adapter for it and it'll work there too, so it can have a couple of different uses for it. That's funny. It has that's really bright, but you see it. There you go. Has a quick start guide. One is for a pack, and actually I have a lavalier mic too, which I'll probably end up I'll use from time to time. I don't know how much. I think I can just, because with this you can just clip it on. So these things are tiny. Okay, how are they stuck in there? Ah, they're clipped on. They have a nice little clip, which is great. So this is the receiver. This is the remote device. Is the device you stick on yourself, and it actually has a mic on it already. You can plug in like a lavalier and then use it as a mic pack, which I might do when I'm out in the field doing stuff. Out in the field, and when I'm shooting a vlog and not here. This, and then this is the part I'm going to hook onto my camera. The nice thing about this, let's see what else is in the box. These things are incredibly tiny, smaller than the palm of my hand, and easy to drop. Very small. I mean, the size of this is an 85. This is a smaller lens that I have. The other lens sticks out more, so it fits in here. This is a hot shoe, but of course it'll work just because it has the same dimensions. So this is a cold shoe attachment, meaning it does not get powered by the camera. It just gets it has its own power. So slides right in. Look at that. It doesn't add anything to the camera. The lens is way heavier than that, so I'm not really worried about that. It's stuck on good. This is great. That's the big thing, because vlogging or something like that, you don't have to worry about it. You can just keep an eye on your screen here. And then I'll just attach this to myself. Let's do that. I'm just going to put it here for the time being. Let's see what else is in the box. So it does charge. It does not have batteries, replaceable batteries. It has lithium ion that you can charge with USB-C. USB-C is great. I have a bunch of USB-C stuff now. It's starting to come around. People don't like it because that means it's a different cable, but it's just the nature of the game, really. 2 USB-Cs because both of them have to charge. It's supposed to be able to run for 7 hours, which I hope that's true. Comes with a couple of dead cats, meaning the things that you put on to keep the wind noise down. This will be great because I can do this when I'm fishing, and because it's always windy when I'm fishing. Very rarely is it not windy. One of these delicious silica gels. These things are quite delicious. If you don't know that, you should eat them. Please eat it. It says don't eat, but don't read directions, kids. Eat it, kids. It's good for you. It'll make you tall and strong. Here's the cable. I'm just going to glaze over that. The cable for it. So this, there's only one place to put it. And there's USB-C on this side. So that's USB-C. I don't know if that was, did that focus right? USB-C and also my plug. Ooh, let's take off. Ooh, nice. On this camera, it's right here on the side, like most cameras like this, so it has an input. There you go. Awesome. Makes it a bit more conspicuous, but does not add to the weight. That's the big thing. This camera is heavy enough as it is. I'm going to be lugging this thing around all the time. I already do. But having something like that makes it really easy to use. So let's take a quick look at this guy again. Same thing. So we have USB-C charges on this side. You have your, like I said, your input for a lavalier mic, and the actual thing is a mic itself. So I can just put it on. Let's take a look at one of these dead cats. These dead cats, I won't be able to get a good close-up of this. I already lost one of them. I think it fell back. I don't know where it went. Great. Oh, well, that's what happens when you step on it. No. This has tiny clips by the mic. The mic is right here where my finger is. I don't know how well I'll be able to see this. I'm shooting in 4K, but you know. So this has little prongs that stick right into it. You'll hear a little snap. And there you go. Now it looks like it has hair. I wish I had hair like that. But it has hair. This is a dead cat. This will keep the wind from going. This is great for fishing. Because the last video I made fishing, it was really windy. And then they like that because the wind just cuts it. It's just, it happens. And this will fix that problem. So, does it have... Oh, it pops right off. So you have to make sure it snaps on both sides, because it does pop off quickly. So that's good to know. Make sure you put it in and make sure it snaps. Because I only did one snap. I don't know if there's any juice in it at all. There is a little bit of juice. So here's our display. It automatically, boop, boop. I am crazy. So this, since I only have one and I ever plan on using one, it is scalable. I think you can do 2. But out of the box, there's enough juice in it to get going, and it tells you on the screen. So on this side, that's the juice to the one that's on board. On this side is the juice to this. So you can monitor how much you use, how much battery life is on it by just looking at this one display. Also, it shows you your levels. That's pretty great. Let me go ahead and switch over to this. I'm gonna have to switch lenses too. So, the great thing about this, I just put the 85 on because the 85 gives you good bokeh and it's a nice sharp lens. This camera is about 8 feet from me. It's straight in front of me. It's not like a weird angle. We're inside, so the environment's nice and controlled, but it's still 8 feet away from me. The audio on board the camera would work. It wouldn't be great. It would be really echoey and loud. You would hear all the background noise and things like that, but with this, you do not. I can have this, I can be a distance away. I think it'd be nice to try this out with fishing because I can just set the camera up and point it, and then I'll just have on the onboard audio, and that's something to try. But this is the first time I'm using this. I literally just hooked it up as you saw, and I'm trying it out. Seems to work really great. I'm excited about using this. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff out and about. I'll be out for vacation and just regular day-to-day stuff. This thing is super tiny, weighs nothing. It's even less than my lavalier, because this lavalier is all metal and actually has a big metal clip and I can feel it on my shirt. This, I'm gonna have to keep looking down and I can't see it because it's right under my chin. I'm like a dog trying to chase its tail, but that's enough audio for this. I think you get the idea. I'm excited about using this. I'm going to be using this all the time. Having a wireless mic is something that I've been thinking about for a while. Rode wireless Go mic. This thing's great so far. I mean, I literally had it for, what, 15 minutes? Works great. So that was this, and thanks for watching.